What do you guys think if you have to pick a Western and Eastern champion? Who will it be?
The West, I mean, Clippers are favorite, but it's a conflict, to be honest. It's really much
well. What's your prediction? That's all. That's what we need to know, because we're gonna use this prediction for a future show when we get back to it. I already got mine in mind. I'm ready to spit mine out at the end.
If that's the case, then I'll pick the Nuggets.
And I agree with Felix. The West is it's crazy. They're all. I mean, the Suns. It could be Chris Paul's first ring. So. I have to go with the Clippers, though. I'm sorry to say, because I think they have good momentum right now.
Well, you called it. You called it that they'll make the comeback. So, I mean, you might be the good luck charm this year.
But don't go to Vegas now and bet on that. So I don't want you guys to lose any money because of me.
I'm gonna pull out. I'm sorry, Part George. I know we from the same city. Me and PG from Palmdale. I know we got history, man, but I would love for the Clippers to win, so I'm not going to make that pick. But I think it's going to be probably Phoenix.
My turn. I'd probably, the thing is, I think the key for the Suns, when it comes to playing like probably the Clippers, if they beat Utah, will be DeAndre Ayton. I think that probably the Clippers will win against Utah because their big man just is not really an offensive factor, but Ayton is an offensive factor, and he might be the difference that gets the Suns into the finals. So I'm taking the Suns and the Bucks.
Yeah, let's check back in a week.
Yeah, the Suns, to be honest, the Suns are just this is out of love for CP3. I would love him to play in the finals.
My question will be in the East, what team can actually counter that offense that the Nets can produce on a regular basis? Because if you take example the Bucks, their starting five is formidable, and then when you start going into the bench, you kind of ask yourself, okay, who's the guy that can step up, who can chip in some points, who can get some stops, or who can be an X factor? And that's kind of my question mark with every other team in the East.
I disagree a little bit with Felix, because I actually think that the Bucks are a pretty deep team when I look at their roster. I know that the Nets are the superior team to pretty much everyone in terms of talent, but they got some pretty big egos, and I don't know how they react when problems get created, adversity. Stuff that happens in the playoffs, injuries, or like 1 or 2 losses. So I think the Bucks are underrated.
To me, honestly, this would have been like my favorite Eastern final to see. So it's kind of because I like both teams. I think the Nets will come out of it too, and I don't think they can beat. I'm hopeful Atlanta beats the Sixers, but I don't think neither can beat the Nets. So I'm gonna have the Nets coming out of the East as well. It's totally possible.
with the way everything is going, I think all these predictions are pretty much possible at the moment.